おはようございます、皆さん。ちょっと待ってください。I'm a little rushed at the moment. Please forgive me. Alright. Okay. Okay, let's try this. How does this sound? Okay, we'll use this for today. Song name, Vacation. Okay. And then I can use the share button here. Copy link address. Wonderful. Hey. では参ります or 始めます。はい、今日は tutorials のストリームです。それから漢字練習します。はい。漢字。How is this broken up in syllables here? Might be too bright. Make it a little bit darker here. Hi. Mabushi kara yami o tsukutemasu. Yami o shimasu. I don't actually remember. Okay, this makes more sense to me, by the way, for spelling kanji. Doesn't seem like it's visible, huh? Why is that? My camera's a little weird today. We'll give it some more shade. Kanji. Hi. Mazu. この漢字です。Okay, so this kanji, I mean, it's my dumb room light, isn't it, that's causing this issue? Okay, so the dark works very well here, huh? Light from this angle works even better. Perhaps... this is okay. Could be better, but... So, a box with a line through it. This means a few things, actually. And they're all correct usage. So the first one, center, like the center of something. Inside something. Oh, okay. My camera is not cooperating today, apparently, so let's write bigger. Center. Inside. It's too small here. Inside and middle. Is that big enough? A little bit bigger. Just trying to see how far I can reduce my print, but I think double lined is required here. I don't know why I spelled middle like that. Middle. Nice. That looks a lot better on camera now. So, one way spelling it is Naka. And there is another spelling, but it's specifically in context of a country name. So we'll get there in a second. So we have one phrase with this is Uchi no Uchi no naka, in the house. Okay, I don't know why my lighting is so bad today. My camera can't pick up anything. Nusuto channel. Nusuto-san, yokoso, yokoso. You've made it to a tutorial. This is not gonna last long, this stream, by the way. Once this is done, we're switching over to Mahjong Soul for today. So this is in. The house. Okay, that's legible. Wonderful news. Okay, don't have to care about how much space I'm using. I have infinite paper. And then the other spelling is, as I was saying earlier, the name of a country. I'm not giving myself enough space under above the character to actually write the furigana, actually, so maybe lower this a little bit. Or let's write it around here instead. Okay. So the set looks like this. as set as the 2 kanji characters for the country name. And the way you pronounce it when it's like this is Chugoku. Chugoku. This is China. Chugoku. Okay. In a sentence, a simple sentence that we can use here to showcase the character Naka is Kono Hako. This means box, by the way. Hako. Kono Hako no Naka. Kono Hako no Naka ni Nani o. This is nani, as in what. Nani ga arimasu ka? Kono hako no naka ni nani ga arimasu ka? And this is a beautiful showcase of our different particles. So kono hako, this box. No naka, inside this box. So the no here is possessive. Naka, it means inside in this case. Inside what? The possessive marker means that we're indicating the inside of the box, and then the ni is talking about for a location at something. If I pull back out my particle marker notes from a little bit ago, you can see that ni or is a direction to particle. Whereas if we saw de, it's a location at particle. So here we're using ni as a location to particle. So we're directing our attention towards the inside of the box. We're not asking about at to use de, it would mean that something's happening inside. So you'd ask what's happening inside the box, but we're asking what's inside the box. To say what's inside the box, we're directing our attention towards the box itself. We'll use ni nani ga arimasu ka. Ga is the topic marker. Subject marker? Ga is a subject marker. So we see here again, we just saw it, direction 2 is ni and ga is our subject marker. So the subject in the sentence is what? Nani. Nani ga. What is inside the box? So it's a bit of a beautiful showcase between 3 particles. So stuff like this is really good practice. Over and over again. So this is our first kanji for today. Naka. Or Chu, if it's beside Goku, for Chugoku, which means China. So that is that. Okay. Next we have a interesting kanji. I use this a bit actually. So this has a couple meanings in English. By itself, it means minute or divide. Minute. It's a bit bolder. I'll take it. And divide. I'll bold this as well. A little bit more easier to see on camera. So how do we pronounce this? Well, there's actually a fair amount. So I'm sure people will remember if you pair this with the katakana, not katakana, hiragana karu for wakaru, you would pronounce it as wa. Wa for wakaru. So we can have that as this. Wakaru. And that's the wa pronunciation. There's no way you're gonna be able to see that. Jeez. I don't know why my camera quality is so low today. I apologize for that. Alright. Just stick it with the kanji here. But make it bigger. Wa. That looks a little better. Wakaru. And this means to, this is the verb to understand. Watashi wa wakarimasu. Watashi wa wakarimasen. Understand? Wakarimasu ka? And then another way we can use this to pronounce is its individual meaning. When it's not paired specifically with karu here, or the ka really, it means minute. So if you remember, or if we haven't actually covered time yet, but say we say we have this combination. Well, 5 we learned is go. That stays the same here. That this part doesn't change. Still go, and it's impossible to see on the screen. Yikes! This is a super low quality, huh? I greatly apologize for that. I don't know what happened to my camera, but this is not great. Zoom in. Enhance. Okay. Mimochi-san, yokoso yokoso. Genki desu ka? So this is pronounced fun, go fun, which means 5 minutes. Okay, you know what? Instead of trying to squish it all in, we're just gonna drop everything down a little bit so we have space. No. Ah. Sad to hear that. Does that appear? That appears okay. Go fun. 5 minutes. So we can extrapolate this data. Hopefully everyone remembers when it comes to counting with the H sounding characters. So ha, hi, fu, he, ho. There's also ba, bi, bu, be, bo, and pa, pi, pu, pe, po. 3 sets, and it's based on which dactyl you have. Is it the double dash, as we see here on the go, or would it be the circle? If it's dash, it becomes the B sound. If it's the circle, it becomes the P sound. So we have fun, bun, and pun. I'm saying this because I don't want to actually write them all out. Okay, so let's move this sheet up a little bit here. Okay, so our sentence is, in the example, Mada Jupun arimasu yo. Masu yo. This is Jupun, right? Yeah, Jupun sounds wrong. I had started learning Japanese yesterday and I can't remember the freaking alphabet. That's okay. That's okay, Mimoji. Takes time, takes time. This is why I in my first Japanese stream, I spent a good 4 hours going over the hiragana and katakana. 4 hours. And as a reminder for people who haven't seen that stream, we went through it like this: a, I, u, e, o, ka, ki, ku, ke, ko. I came back after the fact and did ga, gi, gu, ge, go, added the dactyl. Sashi, su, se, so, tachi, tsu, te, to, etc., etc. We did it all for the hiragana. We went all the way down the list, and then we did the same thing later with, oh boy, with the katakana. So as you can see here, it was slow process, slow grueling process, and yeah. Afterwards, we also covered the kya, kyu, gyo. It's the combination alphabets where you add in the yayuyo attached to the E characters. The ki, shi, chi, ni, hi, mi, ri, etc. Yes, Musato is correct. You'll eventually get it through repetition. It's like all languages. And a way to help, not an easy way to help, but a way to help is through repetition. As you can see here, I did a little bit of repetition. This was off stream, by the way, not on stream. And to this day, I still need assistance when at times to read Japanese. But that's because I don't read it every day. If I did read it every day, you can bet I wouldn't need the assistance in most cases. That's something I need to work on. But yeah. So mada 10分ありますよ. This means we still have 10 minutes. I realized I didn't write down the definition of the sentence above, huh? We still have 10 minutes. Perfect. Let's move on to our next kanji. I don't know if I can get through all the kanji I want to get through today. It took me about half an hour to get through 2 kanjis so far. That's not a great pace. So this one we already kind of went through a couple times because it's everyone's favorite. Nani? And yes, people like to say it like that. Nani? What? Oh my goodness. I just realized I was not on camera. Nani? So you write like this, you strike, stroke, stroke, then over here, then down into a hook. Start on the left side of the box, go on the top into the right wall, and the bottom wall. Nani? This means what? If you see this combination, so you have the Nani character on the left, and the Hito character on the right, this is actually pronounced nan, not nani, but nan, nin, nan, nin, and this is asking how many people, how many people. If probably not want this so close actually. Put it slightly lower. If instead we have this and then it's followed by the ka, nanika. This is not a question, but instead this is saying something. Like something has happened, for example. So this is saying something. Nanika. Something. Okay, so here we can take our example is actually a sentence that someone speaks. So a piece of dialogue. Ha? Ku? Bu? Tsu? Kan? Actually, it doesn't have to be dialogue, but these are brackets, by the way. Brackets, quotes. They're used as quotes, right? Quotation marks. Wa. I don't remember if I covered over this kanji. This is eigo. 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 English. This is the kanji for English. Eigo. で何ですか? So what is this asking? 博物館は英語で何ですか? So what is in quotes here 博物館 in English? By the way, I searched this up. That's a museum. So there's a kanji for this, obviously, but for the sake of trying to like understand it, it's written hiragana as if it's being spoken. Yes. And asking, so what is this in English? And the answer to that would be museum. It is museum. Next up on our kanji list here. You know what? I think it's my internet that's causing the camera issues, so I apologize for that. It seems the Wi-Fi bit of the internet is not cooperating, so not really sure what I can do about that, to be perfectly honest. Get better internet is an option, I guess. It's almost school season, so I might actually do that. This means go. It is the verb to go. Like e. So the kanji portion bit is e when paired with the hiragana. There it is. Ku. Iku. Ikuzo, like that. You hear that all the time in anime, right? Ikuzo! Go. There's another way of pronouncing this too, by the way. And there is a kanji for the left side here, I believe. But gin. What goes after gin? Pronunciation wise. Not Tama. It is not Gintama. Not the anime, no. It is Gin. Kotae wa ko desu. Ginko. Bank. Okay. The sentence uses the second meaning. Or the second definition here, bank. So it's going to use it as a noun versus the verb. We could technically use it as both in a sentence. Like, I'm going to the bank. It's not that difficult. I like to follow the example here because it uses concepts we've touched on about and more particle practice. That's kind of why I like these sentences, actually. Ginko no So again, possessive particle right there. 銀行の隣 tonari. Perhaps you already know this because of the movie Tonari no Totoro, My Neighbor Totoro. Tonari ni hon. So we've covered this kanji quite extensively actually, because well, not really extensively, but we've used it quite a bit with nihon, and the counter variant hon, pon, bon. So hopefully people will recognize hon by now. Hon ya. So we haven't actually covered what this part means. Basically, you add ya in front of a noun, usually a noun, most likely a noun. If you do it like that, then you turn whatever the object was into a store. Honya, a bookstore. Nikuya, a meat store, I believe. There might be another word for it, but yeah. Basically, you add ya to something to turn that into a store. Ga, another particle. Remember, ga, topic marker. Topic marker. Arimasu. Ginko no tonari ni honya ga arimasu. So, beside the bank, there is, or the bookstore is beside, or is next to the bank. So because the ga is here, this becomes the topic of the sentence, so it's the focus of the sentence. The honya becomes the focus of the sentence, even though we started off with saying next to the bank. This is not the focus. The focus is actually the bookstore. In English, the closest translation would be the bookstore. Or there is a bookstore, I should be saying. Because arimasu. Yeah. There is a bookstore. Next to the bank. Like so. 銀行の隣に本屋があります. Okay. So that's so far we covered 4 kanji in about 40 minutes. I'm gonna cover one more kanji for today, and that'll be it for a tutorial. I know it's super short, but that's kind of the point of these tutorials. They're supposed to be a little faster, and I do try my best to cover as many as I can, up to 10. But today I'm going to do 5, and then in our next one on Monday, is it Monday? When's our next one? Schedule? Let me just pop up my schedule here. It is on Monday. Indeed, indubitably. We shall cover the other 5 on Monday. So, our last one for today is a very, very simple one. You see me write this not by itself, but in conjunction to with other characters to make another word. This is it. I'm sure everyone's seen me write this out a number of times for goal for language, right? So this is I, meaning to say. EU. Say. In anime, I don't remember the exact phrase in Japanese, but in English, the meaning translated would be something like say something. Or do you have anything else to say? Speech. And it can be used in a specific setting to hold the meaning language as well. I will not touch upon this though, as I don't see any examples for it, which I'm pretty curious about this myself now that I see it here. It says gen for one of the pronunciations you could use. Another one is koto, by the way. Koto. Say. Let's see. Yeah, the other 5 I don't want to blitz through for today, so I am blitzing through say, however, but that's because there's actually not much substance to this one in my notes. There might be a lot more to this character that I am completely unaware of. So we have ite kudasai. Ite kudasai. Please say it. Remember, kudasai is it just means please. It's a request, polite request, so please, it's equivalent. I don't think it means please, does it? Kudasai. Probably, it doesn't sound right when I say this means please. They hold the same meaning, however. Please say it. Ite kudasai. Ite kudasai. Ite kudasai. Please say it. Alright, with that being said, let's do a very, very quick rundown of what we've learned today in our 5 kanji here. So, our first character is this character for center. Naka. Uchi no naka, in the house. Chugoku, China. So not only can this mean center, inside, or middle, but you can also pronounce this as chu in Chugoku. So it's the left half of the set of characters that make up the name China. In our example sentence, we did kono hako no naka ni nani ga arimasu ka? And there's no English here, but I tried saying it out. So this is using characters we know and some characters we don't know. So kono, we covered this in yesterday's lesson class. This. So this box. Kono hako, this box. No, again, talking about how particle usage is used here. Possessive, what's being possessed here. A location, naka ni. So a location 2, which is inside, or, well, yeah, inside the box is essentially what it's saying here. So this whole bit up to this point means inside this box. Nani ga arimasu ka? What's there? What is there inside the box? Or, in English, you can say, what's in the box? What is in the box? What is inside the box? So it's a bit of a nice sentence that uses 3 particles. No, ni, ga. And I really like that. I really do. Moving on, we have wa, or fun, depending on how you want to use this kanji. The verb to understand is, if that's how it's being used, then you say wakaru, or any of its conjugate form, wakarimasu, wakarimasen, Wakarimashita. That is to understand, and it uses this kanji. We have other pronunciations in minutes, so X amount of minutes. 5分、3分、3分、3分、3分、6分、9、8分、8分、8分。Give me a moment. Hachibun. Yeah? Am I going crazy? Hachibun. Yeah. For 8, it's the B sound. Hachibun. And then the other. So most of them is gonna be fun, but then you'll have depending on which number you're using, it can be bun or pun. Hopping in here for a sec since I'm not feeling too well today, but I want to tell you that you are one step away from 69. Nice. Well, I hope you feel better, Ainz, and thank you for dropping by. Arigatou gozaimasu. I'm actually about to end this stream in particular and start Mahjong Soul. We're doing a quick review of the 5 kanji we've covered over today. And then, yeah, I'm going to switch over to Mahjong Soul for my afternoon 12 o'clock stream. And it's currently 11:47, so let's make sure I make it in time. And then our next kanji that we covered. Oh, I didn't cover over the sentence. Mada 10分ありますよ. So 10 minutes. It's 10分. Arigato, Ainz-san. Mata ne. Okay. We still have 10 minutes, which is actually pretty true. But technically, it's 12分, but yeah. Nani? What? Or if it's next to person, we say nan-nin. It's not just nani, it's nan-nin here. Or we can say, instead of a question, we say nanika, something. In the sentence, we used hakubutsukan wa eigo de nani desu ka? So we're asking, what is hakubutsukan in English? So we can see here, we have this topic marker, which is this in quotations, hakubutsukan. So about this in quotation in particular, in English, we're using the de marker here. This isn't talking about location, but it's specifically saying something within the context of something else. So within the English language, nani desu ka? So it's asking what specifically in English is this? What is hakubutsukan in English? That's how you kind of break that sentence or parse through that sentence and break it down. And then we have the words to go. Iku, ikuzo, ikuyo, let's go. Ikuyo, iku, go. Or ginko, bank. It's pronounced ko after gin, ginko. Ginko no tonari ni honya ga arimasu. So more particles. We have a location specifier, tonari. We haven't really covered that, but just know that it just means next to. So next to the bank, there is a bookstore. But because we're using the ga particle here, in English, it's actually placed in the front here. There is a bookstore next to the bank. Okay. So that was a bulk of today's stream. And then we covered to say, not much to say about to say. Speech language, say EU, EU, EU. 言ってください, 言ってください. Please say it. It's a request. Please say it. はい。では。This is where we'll stop for today. To stop, Japanese is やめる. Then ここで今日はここでやめます. If I'm saying that wrong, someone else can feel free to correct me, perhaps in the comments or in my next stream, whichever you feel best about. So, with that being said, thank you everyone for dropping by. ありがとうございます、皆さん。今日の時間は短いですけど、たくさんの勉強しましたと練習しました。ありがとうございます。In about 7 minutes, I'm going to be playing Mahjong Soul. So if you guys want to stick around or want to head over to that stream, it will be up soon. But other than that, bye. Thank you, Newsato, for dropping by. I greatly appreciate it.